Good morning and welcome back to the second installment of the cruise vlog series, and it's only February. But today we are boarding the Norwegian Star. This is a very different one, and I'm very excited for it because most of the ships that I sail on are double the size of the Norwegian Star. Very excited. I hope you guys are along. Today we are sailing out of the port of Tampa, which is the first time in a long time for me as well. So we get to go into the bridge, all that really fun stuff. And anyways, let's go ahead. We're gonna hit the road and head over to the port of Tampa. And this is a 4-night cruise. This is a 4-night from a sea day to Great Stirrup Key, and then a sea day, and then back into Tampa. So quick little itinerary, quick little weekend getaway, and I'm excited to bring you along. To the port of Tampa. Just on the outside of the parking garage here is the Norwegian Star, so that's gonna be our ship for today. So if you guys are excited, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We're really early, so we're gonna probably just hang out here for a bit and then head on board. All right, here we go. That's a little bit better of a view, but there she is, the beautiful Norwegian Star. Cannot wait for this one. It's gonna be so much different than anything that we typically do here on this channel. I would say on average, the ships that we go on are about double the size of this, so it's gonna be really cool. Also got the Carnival Paradise here with us today, which is always cool to see that one. I feel like anytime we see a fantasy class, you know, seeing how there were 8 of them and now we're down to 2, it's always cool to see it. But anyway, so we've parked here inside the parking garage, and then now we've basically just gotta walk across the street over to cruise terminal number 2. So here in Tampa, unlike a lot of cruise terminals, especially with Miami and Port Canaveral that we're used to, there is a bit of walking here involved, but not anything that we can't handle, of course. But you know, that's just something to keep in mind. Is the parking garage is back there, and you just got to walk a little bit here over to the terminal. But that parking garage does hold all 3 ships. It's such a scenic gangway. Really great views.
Norwegian Star.
See the ship.
Norwegian Star. Look at that.
Here we go on board Norwegian Star.
Dude.
She is an old lady. This is cool. Alright, so pretty much we boarded, not a very eventful gangway to like watch ourselves board, but pretty cool though. But very cool. This is a very pretty atrium. I love the glass elevators. I'm always a big fan of that. That's one thing about the new ships that we don't quite get, is those glass elevators. So cool. And then there's like an atrium bar down here, and yeah, really cool. Well, the most important part of the cruise, at least for us nerds, model. I already have one, but they updated it, so I want that. Cool shirt too. All right, so we just did our muster drill. We've got our specialty dining reservations all taken care of. We're going to Cagney's tomorrow. That's gonna be really cool. We're just walking out and making our way up to grab something to the buffet. Lots of mirrors in here. Say hi, Caleb. Hi. Oh God. I don't know why I cruise with him. We're heading up to the buffet.
Yeah.
And get some food. Alright, so we're hanging out here by the pool and grabbed ourselves a burger and some fries. We got ourselves a little drink to get started. He's already finished. I was waiting for an announcement to finish, and it took like 5 minutes.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, good little burger here by the pool. And I got a good little view of Tampa. Not overly sure what's through this door, but we're gonna go through here anyways. Still not sure what's here.
Where are we? The library.
Oh, it's just cabins. This is what, the library? Okay. You know it's an old ship when there's a library on here. I guess these are just rooms.
Where are we?
The last ship we were on was literally double the size of this. There's nothing wrong with the ship. I love this ship. This is actually a very, very pretty ship. It's just like it's weird adjusting because I'm used to going on the mega ships, but this is definitely a big change compared to what we're used to. But I really like this. Okay, so I guess there is nothing up here. All right, so that's it. Yeah, it is a very pretty ship. Very old, but very pretty, and I like it so far. Lunch was good, by the way.
Yeah, I had ice cream. I'm happy.
Nice little burger. Yeah. Let's go up here. Maybe that's what we're looking for. Uh-oh, there's a deck 13. Ooh, spooky. Interesting, it's the little sun deck up here. Cool. Oh, there's a hot tub up there in the center.
Oh, I want to go in.
Oh, wow, that was loud. Oh my God. Okay, well, here's Tampa. There's the front of the ship, very pretty. And there's our ship spotting spot. Way down there. Cool. We were a little worried about the tall glass. You know how I feel about the Oasis ships, but crisis averted. It's just a jogging track right here. Pro tip in Norwegian: the fish always go forward. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where the magic happens at night. It's quite the lounge up here on deck number 9? Is it 8? 8, 9? Who knows? But 3-level atrium, but the top floor is literally just nothing. It's an old internet cafe, and there's just nothing up here. But Oceans is on the middle deck, and then down on the bottom level is just a regular atrium. But I really like the ship a lot. Don't let my comments fool you. I really like this ship a lot. It's just odd getting used to something this small. It's kind of just like, all right, well, that's it. But at the same time, it's actually like very nice. I love this ship a lot so far. I love the atrium. I love these like old school, like traditional looking atriums, like multi-level, glass elevators, big pretty staircases, all that. So really nice so far.
Team currently placing the final touches on your staterooms. So we're kindly asking you to please refrain from opening the corridors or entering yours.
Oh, great heavens. Anyways, what I was saying here is that the jogging track literally goes all the way to the front of the ship. And instead of being able to look out to the bow, it's just like this big echoey hallway. But this ship is so small, I don't really know what to film. It's kind of weird, but I'm having a really good time so far. But one weird thing is that it's about 2 o'clock and we still haven't had the rooms open yet, which is kind of interesting. We have an ocean view window cabin this cruise, which is gonna be nice. But yeah, weird that it's not open yet. All right, staterooms are open. 5016. Oh, they're push doors. Oh, that's a light door. Oh, very nice. They split the beds. Thank God.
Thank the heavens.
Anyways, we're gonna do a quick room tour here in just a moment, but cool.
I'd argue it's one of the best in the fleet.
Yeah. All right, made it up to the top deck. We've got about 15 minutes until departures here for the Carnival Paradise. So good stuff. I believe she's gonna be first, so we're gonna hang out kind of back here in this little area and watch as she crosses behind us here on board Norwegian Star, and then we're gonna make our way out here shortly after. So almost time to get going. One thing I like about this class of ship is this giant nameplate right here, which is kind of neat. But here we are on board Norwegian Star, if you couldn't already tell. And the Port of Tampa. It's kind of cool sailing out of here again. It wasn't anything crazy like Miami or Canaveral or anything like that, but it was cool just changing things up. And that means we're going down.
All emergency announcements will be broadcasted into your staterooms and throughout the ship for everyone to hear. Turning on your television to channel number 13. In the event of certain weather, we do ask that you be extra vigilant. In the event of a natural emergency and at the captain's order and under the direction of our officers and staff, you will be escorted to their families. The pickup point will be in the Bistro restaurant on deck 6, midship. Would love to invite each and every one of you up to our pool deck. In just 20 minutes time, we have your big set.
But we're still waiting. Just a few more minutes. Everything's still on time. We're just up here early.
I gave you B-roll. Be grateful.
Oh, okay, great. But we learned our lesson last cruise on the Grandioso, where Carnival Freedom was scheduled for 3:30, and she left at 3. So we're up here a little early to watch Paradise leave, so we don't end up with a Freedom 2.0. So we can, in fact, confirm that it's not a Freedom 2.0, because we're both still here, and it's after 4 o'clock. We're about 45 minutes late, but I think this guy's coming to grab our lines. Alright, well there goes the lines for Paradise, or at least the first one. We're just waiting on one last line. We're pretty much singled up at this point. This, ladies and gentlemen, is our ship spotting spot here in Port of Tampa. Cool stuff. It's weird seeing it from this angle. Really cool.
I heard that skirt.
We're checking the dining room menu real quick. We're heading back to the room. Oh, come on, be patient. Be patient. Here we go. Alright, we are back in the room after a really cool sail away. We're still technically sailing away. We got a little whiles to go till we get to the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. But what we're going to do is, because it is going to take a few hours, we ran back to the room to grab a quick battery here for the camera. But we're going to go to Oceans, the Irish pub here on board. It is free and included in your cruise fare. A lot of things with Norwegian, they have a lot of specialty offerings. Or a lot of times what Norwegian does, though, is that they include it in your cruise fare, whether it be 1 free meal, 2 free meals sometimes for longer cruises. With your Latitudes rewards, you might even get 1 or 2 more nights. So they do have a lot of different options when it comes to specialty and a lot of meals that are not included in your cruise fare, but they do offer a lot of perks that will include that, or include at least a few in your cruise fare, which is always really nice. But anyways, we're going to a Sheehan's because that is a free dining option here on board Norwegian Star. So we're gonna do that while we wait for ourselves to kind of get a little bit closer to the Skyway Bridge. We've got quite a little whiles to go. If you get really close, you can kind of see, I guess not anymore, she's too far back. But Carnival Paradise is back there, really cool look at her. And then we have a look at the water. I haven't stayed this low in a cabin in, I have no idea how long it's been. But anyways, let's go grab some food. I'm really hungry. So we're grabbing a quick bite here at the Irish pub, Sheehan's. And we got ourselves a little window view here outside of the ship, so we'll get a good look as we pass by everything here in Tampa Bay. I was getting ready to set up a time lapse. Look what we found. Oh my god! Mank, mank. Mank, mank. Sitting down for just a few minutes, but we got ourselves bacon cheeseburger, french fries, pretzel bites with a little bit of cheese dip. What'd you get?
Spinach artichoke dip, cheeseburger.
Very nice. That was actually really quick. We've only been sitting down for maybe 5 minutes or so.
5.
Very nice. We just entered into the actual part of Tampa Bay, so really cool. We are coming up on the bridge, but we got a little bit of time, but we'll have plenty of time after eating our dinner. All right, I have to say, dinner was terrible.
Horrible.
Horrible. No, that was probably one of the best meals I've had on a ship in a while. But that was very, very good. We ate the entire thing. A little hungry. But service was also very quick, but we got marine traffic going here. That's obviously the Paradise behind us. But we are coming up on the Skyway Bridge here. And speaking of Carnival Paradise, there she is, hanging out behind us. Right, we've made it up here to our spot where we watch the sailors. Oh, look at that. There's a plane coming into TPA. That's cool. But anyways, we're coming up on the Skyway Bridge here soon. So we've got our little vantage point here. And I just spilled my drink. So that's cool. Anyways. Also, there's Paradise behind us. Still there. Cool stuff. It's getting extremely foggy. They're actually sounding the foghorn all the time, like every minute or so, but you can actually see the fog rolling off the funnel here and off the lights. It's insane. Like it's getting very thick very quickly, but let's give it just a minute and roll this clip here and just let it run. We might actually catch the foghorn again. Wow, you can hardly even see the buoy marker now. All right, we're about 2 miles from the bridge. Visibility has diminished to basically zero.
Whoa! Can I grab it? Can I grab it? Oh, that is awesome! Awesome! Look at that! Ooh! Yay! Look at that! Ooh! That's why the biggest ship down. So, dude?
The camera can't even focus because it's so foggy, but
not focusing at all. But I got some.
Wow, that was insane. And that's the Paradise. All right, that was an absolutely incredible sail away, and then of course going under the bridge here in the Port of Tampa. That was probably the most dense fog that I have seen on a ship ever. The camera didn't really pick it up too well because the fog was bouncing off the lights too much, but going under the bridge was absolutely insane. So that was really, really cool. We could actually hear the Paradise behind us, but we couldn't physically see the ship. That was just how close, yet how minimal the visibility was. But anyways, now it's just a little bit before 8 p.m. Somebody's taking a little nappy. But it's just a little bit before 8 p.m. So we are actually going to go ahead, and of course you know what we have to do. We have to grab the ship models here on board the ship. I actually have a Star model already, but they updated them, and so this class from Norwegian has like a new updated model. They're a little bit more detailed, so I have to get it. So anyways, we're going to run to the gift shop, check it out, see what they got. We did notice they have a lot of them, so we're definitely in some good shape grabbing ourselves a model. And then we're going to hang out for the rest of the night here on board Norwegian Star. And actually right outside of our window here is the Norwegian Jewel. She's heading back into Tampa. So it looks like our fog cleared up earlier, which is nice, but not sure how it is over by the bridge. Oh, actually there's the Paradise over there. So cool stuff. So fog must have cleared out, or it's just we're out in a little bit clearer waters, but cool stuff. Norwegian Jewel heading into Tampa. Alrighty, we are going to call it a night here on board the beautiful Norwegian Star. All we really did was just grab our ship models at the end of the day, and then we packed up. But as soon as we finished that last clip, I'll get to the reason why I'm holding this in a second, but we basically just went to the gift shop, hung around the ship a little bit, waited for the gift shop to open up, grabbed them, and then honestly today's been a very, very long day, so we are just going to call it a night early. But we do have a bright early morning tomorrow at sea. We're going to get our ship tour done tomorrow morning, so we're going to get up bright and early as well. But anyways, as I was showering and getting everything ready to go, I was reaching in my bag to grab the shampoo bottles, and my little finger was playing tag with a little razor blade that was in there and sliced up my finger, so that's nice. That was not fun. But anyways, yes, I hope you guys enjoyed today's first day here on board the beautiful Norwegian Star. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below, and of course subscribe to continue following along all the videos that I have from this upcoming cruise. Thank you again for watching. We'll see you next time.